You helped me prepare for Respect. I don't know if y'all know that. She helped me prepare for the movie to play. And I thank you for that.
You played it so well.
Thank you so much.
She would be happy.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Now, what I want to know from you is who would play you?
If I had something?
Yeah. When you have something, because I'm sure there's going to be a Patti LaBelle.
I have no clue. You already did Aretha, so you can't do me. I mean, I love Fantasia.
I think she's a good one.
Yeah, I love her.
I vote Tasia.
I love Lettucey.
I love Lettucey, too.
And I love them all. But I have no clue who would be Patti LaBelle.
What
do you think?
I think it's between those two.
Really?
Fantasia and Lettucey.
Okay.
Between those two. That's who I think it should be.
They sure can sing.
They can really
They're
sing.
awesome, yeah.
And they got that, you know, especially Tasia, she got that performance.
She used to kick off her shoes.
Oh, she still
like
do.
I did back in the day, and still do. But I said, baby, wait until the third song. She kicked them off fast. But I love those ladies. And you know, we're all like, you guys are the ones who call me because I'm honest and I'm blessed to know you. So I don't want you to make any mistakes that I might have made. So you're going to get the truth from Miss Patti.
And that's why we call her Mama Patti.
Mama Patti.
There you go. There you have
it.
Yes. Now, since you on the roll with telling the truth, I thought it would be fun if we had a good little moment where we play a game called LaBelle and Tell.
Okay.
Okay. Now that means I'm going to show you a picture to pop up and on the screen, and you'll have to say the first thing that pops up to your mind when you look at this picture.
Okay, come on.
Okay, so let's see the first one.
Is that Diana? That's Diana Ross and Patti LaBelle.
Yes, it is.
And we were doing a special with, I think we were doing We Are Family, that sung by Sister Sledge. And people think that we had something against each other, but we really never did. It was just the way people perceive certain things. But that's my dog.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
Hey.
We love Miss Diana Ross. Yes, ma'am. All right, let's see the next one.
Come on. Ooh, the Rolling Stones.
Rolling Stones.
Wow, we were on tour with them. And that was Sarah, Nona, Cindy Birdsong, and me and Mick and somebody. Keith Richards, I think. And that's when we were doing the show opening for them. That was a wonderful moment because we were the girls before them and the audience. I said, they don't know who we are. They're going to throw stuff at us. But they never threw anything.
Wow.
Yeah, so we did good. Hey, Mick.
Okay. Can we do one more? Let's see another one.
Do another one. Do another one. Oh, God. You know who that is. He was my fan club president back in the day. He would bring us clothes. I don't think he stole them, but he had 4 gowns for us. They were pink and gray. And he said, I'm Luther Vandross. I don't do anything. I think I'm a singer. And then after he gave us a drag, we realized he could sing. I mean, just and we became like friends. When he was near his end, I came to the hospital, I made him lamb chops because he loves lamb chops. So I took care of his stomach and he took care of my spirit forever. Forever, I love you.
We miss you, Luther. I never got a chance to meet him.
You never met?
Nope, I never got a chance.
Oh, girl.
Let's see the next one.
Wow.
My other favorite.
We had a lot of history. Prince had me at his studio. He had clothes made for me because he had that beautiful tailor in the basement of his recording studio, so they made me 4 outfits. He had me come to his house and cook a 12-course meal. He ate a biscuit. Hold up. And then after that, he took me to the club, and we threw down. Yeah, his boots. Oh, I mean, we had fun. He was so mysterious, just so awesome. He was just, nobody really knew who he was thinking. Hey, Prince.
We miss you so much.
We miss you.
We really do. Did you ever think you would make it this far in your career with your journey? It's been amazing.
I don't think anyone can ever know where they're really going or where they're going to end up in life when things are so drastically different from where you started. You know, I started, you know, in the most unlikely place where anyone would ever be a star. You know what I'm saying? So I'm pretty amazed at where I am today, and I'm very, very grateful and, you know, surprised to some degree. A lot of it is just overwhelming at times.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I mean, yes, you can imagine.
I mean, ain't you, honey? This woman has done some things ain't nobody has done. We're all a fan. Okay, so tell me, you sang in bars at 8 years old? What was that like?
Yeah, so that's what I'm talking about. I started, to me, a big stage would be going to the local bar. That was the only stage I could get up and sing on. So from 8 years old, I was singing in bars and usually going in after midnight.
Yeah.
After last call, because that was the only legal way that my parents could get me into the bar. Yeah, so those were my beginnings. I learned a lot.
Yeah. Did you get paid a lot?
That's a good question. So, you know, sometimes it was really never very official. You know, I might get $50 or nothing at all.
Okay.
And it was just, you know, are we gonna have gas money to get home if we don't get at least $25? That kind of thing. Yeah.
And then I used to work at Burger King. I heard you worked at McDonald's.
You know what? The drive-through. Did you work the drive-through?
Yes, because they had a microphone.
I actually loved it when I graduated to the drive-through. Because then I could just chat with people, and I always had this like late shift, and I would get real chatty trying to, you know, while they were waiting in line, and I would chat, you know, welcome to McDonald's, can I take your order, please, and how you doing tonight, and you know, it's da-da-da-da-da. Anyway, I really enjoyed it. I didn't sing to them though.
Oh, I did.
I think I was too shy to do that.
You was too shy then?
Yeah.
I have to ask you, because I'm a huge fan. Did you start singing first or writing songs first, and do you consider yourself a singer first or a writer first, or both? That's a...
Good question. I think I discovered my voice first, but I did start writing songs from the age of 10 years old.
10 years old?
Yeah.
Do you remember the first song you wrote?
I do. I wrote a song called, this sounds very weird. My mother was not a drinker or an alcoholic, but it was called Ma and Her Wine.
Ma and Her Wine. Oh, wow.
Yes. I think I was singing, I was definitely listening to a lot of Tammy Wynette and George Jones at the time. And it was influencing me. I mean, you know, it made no sense for my age to be writing that song, but yeah, I wrote, you know, a lot of songs that were more influenced by the adult artists that I was listening to.
That's amazing. Okay, and Man, I Feel Like a Woman is the #1 karaoke song of all time.
I mean, come on.
How does that feel? Like...
I think that is so cool. Certainly, I would never have imagined that, you know, that I would ever have, you know, the biggest karaoke song in the world. But I think it's, right? But I enjoy the compliment, and I can just imagine, I mean, every person in the world can sing that song with an exclamation mark. It's just a statement kind of feel-good song.
It is a feel-good song, and we all love that song, right? You started singing in church, right?
Oh, absolutely. You know, I come from a singing family, a gospel singing family. And my grandfather was a minister. We have an awful lot of common.
Yes.
We do.
Because I heard you started singing with your eyes closed. I did too.
Let me tell you, at 6 years old.
I was 7.
Being called out of the audience by your grandfather. Baby girl, come up here. No, yeah, that's it. I didn't want to take that picture either.
So you were like 16?
Yeah.
That was when you had your first solo?
Yeah.
What was your first solo?
Jesus Loves Me.
Jesus Loves Me. Mine was Much Jesus Better, Cross Alone, and I was 7 and I couldn't sing with my eyes open.
How could you? You're sitting in front of a congregation that knows you from this big.
Yes.
Now all of a sudden you're going to try to sing to them?
Miss Warwick, I understand. So, I never knew your name wasn't Warwick.
No, it's not.
Your last name?
It's Warwick.
Warwick?
Yeah, they made a transposition when they printed the first label of my recording, Don't Make Me Over. And they took away one of the R's and put a W in its place, so I became a Wick instead of a Rick. But, you know, and I was very upset about that. I still am.
I can imagine.
Yeah. It's been very good to me, I must say that.
Yeah.
It
It clearly has. Okay, you performed down south during the segregation?
Segregation? Degradation. That's
Oh.
That's what I call it. Yeah, I was on tour with Sam Cooke. And Sam was going to buy everybody lunch. And we were parked outside of the Coliseum that we were going to do the show in. And there was a restaurant next to it called the Tuttle House, South Carolina. And one of the singers on the show, Lala, and I were designated to go in and buy the sandwiches and the coffee and the whatever was being ordered. So we went into Tuttle House, and I sat down. I didn't know I wasn't supposed to sit down, but I did. And I was told immediately, you can't sit there. And it was by a waitress that told me I couldn't sit there. I said, well, why not? She said, because you're not supposed to be sitting. I said, oh, okay. So I said, I'll play this game. And she said, you go over there and stand where you went right there, which was an area where she took her coffee breaks. So with coffee cups and ashtrays and dirt. And we're standing there, and finally I said, hey, can we have a menu so we can order? And she raised her voice at me by saying, no, you just wait until I get ready to give you around. And well, you don't talk to me that way, you know, and coming from East Orange, New Jersey, they didn't know, yeah, you know, they don't know I'm a hoodlum, yeah. And there ain't nothing wrong with it, so I told her to take the food that we were going to order, to stick it up her. And I left the restaurant. We got back on the bus, and Sam said, okay, where's the food? I said, well, it's hung up in that woman's butt. He said, what? I said, well, that's where I told her to put it anyway. And it couldn't have been more than 2-3 minutes later, a police officer walked onto the bus. Where are those two gals? Sam stopped him immediately. Sir, he said, there are no gals on this bus. We have ladies and gentlemen. And this happens to be a private bus and happens to belong to me. And I'm going to ask you very nicely, please leave it. Well, he did. He got off the bus. Sam looked at me and said, you know what, you could have got arrested. Look at the publicity we could have had. I said, what? The publicity? You want me to go to jail for publicity?
Speaking of songs about women, like anthems, I'm Every Woman. Like, what was it like when you right? I always wonder, when it's a timeless song being created, do you know that you're creating something timeless and iconic? So what was it like when you recorded that?
I knew I was creating something, because when I would go, it took me a long, long time to feel some kind of comfort singing something like, I'm every woman. Really? See, I was taking it literally, which was wrong. I was reading it in a from an insecure place. And I said, this song's not saying that you are every woman. Hello. You know, it's cuckoo. The song is saying, you know, together, collectively, I'm every woman, and it's all in me. You know.
Wow.
So, it took me a while to get comfortable singing that. And I got it. Once I got it, and I said, okay, I understand it now.
What's your understanding of it? What's your definition of it? I mean, who better to
Well,
get
that
it
it is
from than
many
you?
women. It's a song that is, it's really talking about in a plural way, in a collective way. You know, we are all every woman, and it's all in us.
Oh my goodness.
You know.
You have a very interesting life, so I want to know more, and I want to play a game. Chaka Khan, you tell me more. I'm going to ask you a question, and you're going to answer it truthfully, and I want to get as many in as I can, because I want to know everything. Okay, so what was your first impression of Prince?
Who is this little dude?
That was your thought?
Yeah.
How old was he when you met him?
He must have been about 30.
Yeah? You could tell he had something special?
Oh, yeah. Well, not at first.
Not at first? She's very honest. See, y'all see why I want to ask this question? Okay, what is something you turned down in your career, like a project or a movie or something?
But you should ask that.
Yeah, see, I want you want to know.
Well, you know, I turned down The Color Purple, the movie.
What?
Yeah, what's his name? The guy, the original, Steven
Spielberg,
Yes.
right? Yes.
Yeah, he came to me and he said he wanted me to do this movie, Color Purple. I was about, how old was I? Maybe 20, 22 tops. And he came to me and asked me, would I do this movie? I said, what movie? He said, this movie called Color Purple, he says. And it is a movie that is shot down south. It's about the South. So I was like trying to run from that because I didn't, I was afraid. I was like, oh God, a movie? Oh my God. And I detested school and tests and studying. I said, oh, that means I have to learn the script. I have to,
No. Hey, do you know who you were gonna play?
Yeah, they wanted me to be Celie.
Celie?
Yeah.
Imagine Chaka Khan and Celie, y'all. Oh,
Would've
we
been
need
hot.
that. You.
But,
Wait, what'd she say?
I said it would have been hot.
It would have been hot.
Yeah.
That would have been a whole nother color purple.
Oh.
Okay. I gotta ask this one more. Okay. A fan named Marcel wants to know, what is your favorite Whitney Houston song outside of I'm Every Woman?
I love it. You know what I love most of the time, most of all, is when she just bursts into some gospel, a gospel song on stage. And I don't know any gospel music because I was raised in the Catholic Church.
You were?
So yes, I'm a recovering Catholic.
Oh. If you like this video, smash that like button and subscribe to the Jennifer Hudson Show YouTube channel. Check your local listings or visit jenniferhudsonshow.com to see when you can watch full episodes in your area. And don't forget to sign up for the newsletter.